And then the other project too is the Anchor River Pathway. And I've been involved in working on the Kenai Peninsula since 2002. And when I first got here in 2002, there was a concept, a trail concept, to basically connect the recreation facilities, the campgrounds along the Anchor River with the Sterling Highway and the beach. So basically, a trail corridor from the Sterling Highway down to the beach. And over time, there have been some improvements to the campgrounds, and there are sections of that trail, or that concept, have been completed. At the time, and this was an idea that surfaced in the late, I think it was the late 90s, and the state administration had a program in place to use transportation dollars for recreation amenities along the highway system. And so, that was a program that funded a lot of the wayside rests that you see along the Sterling Highway. Deep Creek north and south were funded through that program. So there's a strong push and emphasis under the Knowles administration for these transportation amenities, if you will, the bike paths, walkways, things like that, located off of the highway system. And so there's a lot of support for the Anchor Point Trail project. I know that Chapman School was supportive of it. The Anchor Point Chamber signed on, and unfortunately, and as this was going through the initial design concepts, a lot of the initial survey work was done on it, and then there was an administration change, new emphasis, new priorities, and those type of transportation amenities, the walkways. There was less money available for that, and so as you're probably aware, in order to get a project funded through DOT, it has to be on a statewide transportation improvement plan, which they call the STIP. And so with limited dollars, that project just didn't rank high enough to move forward for funding. And so there it sat, and about a year ago, there were some discussions with the Anchor Point Chamber and some other folks in the community about the condition of the beach access road. And so during some of those discussions, and the Chamber was involved with this, Representative Seaton's office became involved. We started trying to look at issues with the beach walk, or the beach access road, and that there really isn't a side path for folks to walk along the road, and so this idea of this connecting trail from the beach to the highway kind of resurfaced again, and so there started to be more focus on the stretch of the path from the Slide Hole Campground down to the beach. And so at this point, we as in state parks, we are looking at this as a possible project, and I'd love to get some of the feedback here. When I heard some concerns with somebody raised about ice and concerns about walkways along the river, and I'd love to chat more with whoever had brought that up. But this is an idea that's out there that we saw support from some folks in the community. There seemed to be a desire for it, and former Representative Seaton was very involved with this, and we haven't moved the project forward, and we think that we could potentially submit this project to the EVO's Trustee Council for funding, and the concept would be kind of like a boardwalk, like you'd see Potter's Marsh out of Anchorage that kind of goes through some wetlands. But to get folks from point A to point B, get them off of the highway, and there'd be some interpretive panels so that people could learn about what they're seeing, with the wildlife in the area and vegetation and such. So that idea is out there, and we intend to try to nominate this and request for funding. Whether or not that happens this next cycle with the trustee council, we're not sure. There's some private property issues that we need to address, but nevertheless, that's an idea that's out there. We think it has a lot of potential, and we'd like to move it forward. But that's where we're at, and that's all I have. Unless there's any questions. Hey, I do have one other question. I know there's been a lot of questions about where do you get your money, right?
Yeah.
So, state government, right? State parks. Over the years, you've seen a push by the state to have certain programs pay their own way and generate revenue. You first saw that when camping fees were implemented down here in Anchor River. And over the years, we charge camping fees, we charge for permits, commercial use, and there's a strong push right now in these especially right now with the current financial state that we're in, with trying to generate more revenue and have programs be self-sufficient. So I just wanted to point out the state parks, we generate about 52% of what it costs to operate our park system. 52%. That's not too bad for state government.
Yeah.